In this video, I will explain how to find the equation of a line given 2 points that it passes through. So I have two examples for us to work through here. Let's check out this first example. It says write the equation of a line that passes through the points 2, 5 and 4, 9. Now, the most common way to write the equation of a line is in this form. Y equals mx plus b. This is known as slope-intercept form, where m is the slope of the line and b is the y-intercept. So we can start by finding the slope by using this equation. M is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if we're given 2 points like this, we can label them in this manner. This first point can be x1, y1, and this second point can be x2, y2. So if we just plug these values into this formula, we can find the slope of the line. So let's go ahead and do that. We can say m is equal to y2 minus y1, that would be 9 minus 5. So we get 9 minus 5 over x2 minus x1, that would be 4 minus 2. So we have 4 minus 2. So in the numerator, we get 9 minus 5, that's 4, over 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So the slope of this line will be 2. So we know that m will be equal to 2, so we know that our equation will have the following form. Y is equal to 2x plus b. To figure out what this b is, we can pick either one of these points and plug them in for the x and y values in this equation and solve for b. So it doesn't matter which point we pick, we'll get the same answer either way. So let's say we just pick this first point right here, 2, 5. We're going to plug in a 2 for x and a 5 for y. So if we do that, we get 5 is equal to 2 times 2 plus b. So we get, let's write it over here, 5 is equal to 2 times 2 is 4 plus b. To solve for b, we can subtract a 4 from both sides. So these 4's cancel out. On this side, we're left with 5 minus 4, which is 1, is equal to, over here we just have a b. So b is equal to 1. So that's what we can fill in right here. So our final equation is just going to be y is equal to 2x plus 1. That is the equation of the line that passes through both of these points. All right, let's check out this second example. It says write the equation of a line that passes through the points -3, 2 and 1, 5. So we're going to use the same approach where we're going to write the equation in the form y equals mx plus b. Again, where m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if we want to label these points x1, y1, and this one can be x2, y2, we're just going to plug these values into our slope formula. So we get m is equal to y2 minus y1, so that's 5 minus 2, over x2 minus x1, so that's 1 minus a -3. So when we subtract a negative value, that's the same as adding. So that's really the same as 1 plus 3. So let's write that. So we get 5 minus 2 is 3, over 1 plus 3 is 4. So the slope of our line is 3/4. So we know that our line will be written in the form y equals 3/4 x plus b. Now again, to solve for b, all we have to do is pick either one of these points and plug them in for the x and y values into this equation. So let's go ahead and choose this point right here to plug in. So we'll plug in a 1 for x and a 5 for y. So if we do that, we get 5 is equal to 3/4 times 1 plus b. So 1 times 3/4, that's just 3/4. So to solve for b, we need to subtract 3/4 from both sides. Now on this left-hand side, we have 5 minus 3/4. So let's write that right here. We have a whole number minus a fraction. The easiest way to perform this operation is to convert this whole number into a fraction with the same denominator as this fraction. So the trick that we can use is we can just multiply this number by a value of 1, in which 1 is written as a fraction with 4 as the denominator. So that was a mouthful, but here's what that looks like. 5 times 4 over 4. Because 4 over 4 is the same as 1. So we're not changing the value of 5, we're just multiplying it by 1. But when we do this multiplication, we get 5 times 4 is 20 over 4. So 5 could be rewritten as 20 over 4. They're equal to each other. So really what we have is 20 over 4 minus 3 over 4. So now since these fractions have the same denominators, all we have to do is subtract the values in the numerators. So we get 20 minus 3 is 17. over 4. So 5 minus 3/4 is 17 over 4. And remember, that's what we were doing over here. So we got 17 over 4 is equal to b. So our final answer is going to be y equals 3/4 x plus 17 over 4. This is the equation of the line that passes through the points -3, 2 and 1, 5.